Hello world, how y'all doing? Hope y'all having a good night. I'm shooting this video by night anyway. Okay, listen up. Remember all those videos I made about the Wii U? And y'all thought I was crazy and I was making this up? I wasn't. I was telling you guys the truth. Remember when I told you that the Wii U had all angles of gaming covered? Remember when I told you that whatever direction that Nintendo was trying to go in with the Switch, that the Wii U had that covered? Remember when I was telling you that the Wii U needed one console refresh? And that the Wii U had an infrastructure and it had everything in place? Remember when I told you that Nintendo stonewalled the Wii U, cursed it, held out on it, stalled the Wii U out, waited out, dragged their feet, turned a blind eye, push and pull, and then used a sales argument to build a Switch? Remember when I told you that the Wii U was ahead of the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One, and it's even ahead of the Xbox Series X and the PS5? Remember when I told you that the Wii U is the best console ever made, and that it had all angles of gaming covered? Remember how I broke down the graphical user interface and how dangerous it is? Remember that? Okay, this is what I want y'all to do. I want you to go to Games Radar website, and I want you to read this article for yourselves. And you see what I'm talking about. And once you read it, then you say to yourself, if that is the case, then you should have never built the Switch in the first place. If that is the case, then it's a waste of time building the Switch. And then you need to ask these people, and you need to ask Nintendo, why did you lie about creating the Switch when the Wii U had all our needs met and we needed was one console refresh? Remember, the Wii U had Amiibo support, had Wii U chat, had a Mii Maker, had a friends list, had a notification, had a download management, had a setting. It was backwards compatible with Wii. It needed to be backwards compatible with GameCube. It had the internet. It had the Miiverse. Miiverse just needs a coloring option, unlimited text and emojis. Had the virtual console. We had everything that we needed. We had external hard drive support, an SD card port. We had a tablet. We had a motion controller. We had 4 controllers to game on. We had everything we needed with the Wii U. And we needed one console refresh. But anyway, once you read this article, then you need to ask yourself, if that is the case, why did you lie to us about this? Why did you lie to us? Matter of fact, why did you lie to the entire world about the Wii U so you could build a Switch when the Wii U had all our needs met and all we needed was a refresh? Here's the article. It says this: Color Live turned your Switch into an art tablet complete with pressure-sensitive pen. You mean the same pressure-sensitive pen that the Wii U had, and the Wii U has a tablet? The Wii U has a tablet that you can draw on. Not only that, the Wii U has the motion controller for motion gaming, and then the Wii U has the Wii U Pro controller, the GameCube controller, the Wii Pro controller, and the Wii Classic Pro. If that is the case, let me read it again. Color Live turned your Switch into an art tablet, complete with pressure-sensitive pen. So every one of you that read this article, you should look at yourself and say, wait a minute. If that is the case, dude, you should have kept using the Wii U. Because remember how I broke down the Wii U, that everything that they were trying to do with the Wii U? No, remember how I broke down the Wii U? And I said everything that they were trying to do with the Switch, the Wii U had that covered. Whatever direction that they were trying to go in, the Wii U had that covered. We had the tablet gaming, motion. Remember I told you how to fix the tablet? When I said fix the signal strengths between the tablet and the console so you can do gaming on the go. Move the D-pad under the left analog stick. Bring the X, the Y, the B, the A together and move those under the right analog stick. And then widen your screen. And then lengthen your screen. Move the top part about 1 inch away from the camera. and move the bottom part an inch away from the home button. And like I told you, fix the signal strength between the console. And what did I say about the Wii U itself? It needed to be backwards compatible with GameCube, right? So you can play GameCube games, Wii games, and Wii U games, right? So you just change the motherboard, change the RAM, put an 8-core CPU, put a new motherboard, 8-core CPU with about 8 gigs of RAM, and use the same video card. Remember when I was telling you that they didn't need NVIDIA? Okay. Remember I told you guys take the 25 gig CD and increase that to 100 gigs? Okay. Remember when I told you take the motion controller, Wii Pro, Wii Classic Pro, and GameCube, and give those controller a USB connection and a rechargeability? Remember that? And remember I told you guys push the Wii U back out on the market once it's done? We needed one refresh. Anyway, let me go back to this article again. Listen to this. Color Live, turn your Switch into an art tablet complete with pressure sensitive pen. You mean to tell me the pressure sensitive pen that the Wii U tablet had with the pencil that we can draw on? What did they think we were doing on the Miiverse? With the Miiverse, we were taking picture shots of games. We would draw on the Miiverse. We would talk about games. People would join our friend list. We would talk about people's art skills. If we like it, yay. If we don't, we tell them to go back to the drawing board with it. Right? That's what we were doing on the Miiverse. And when we were on the Miiverse, we kept telling Nintendo, take the Wii U back to the drawing board and fix it because we need to use it because they got all our needs met. But they ignored us and then shut the Miiverse down. But anyway, let me read this article again. Color Live, turn your Switch into an art tablet complete with pressure sensitive pen. And I'm going to say this again. If that is the case, then the Switch should have never been built. Ever. But anyway, we're going to read this some more. Let me go down with this. Let me just read it for you. Listen to this. Color Live is a part game, part illustrator app, and it wants to turn your Nintendo Switch into a full-fledged tablet when we already had the Wii U tablet. But anyway, let me read some more. Color Live is the latest game in the Color series, following Colors for the DS and mobile, and Color 3D for the 3DS. And like its predecessor, it is essential an illustrator kit built in for a console rather than a computer. It got brushes, colors, edit function, most everything you would expect from a basic drawing app. Unlike previous color entries, it also has a bit more of a gameplay bent to it, thanks to the quests which challenge players to level up by drawing every day. What did you think we were doing on the Miiverse every day? We were drawing. No. Let me keep going with this. Color Live also lets you upload your art online to the Color Gallery where you can view and rate your art. We were doing all of that with the Wii U when we had the Miiverse. But anyway, no. Let me keep reading some more. The series lead developer Jen Anderson, who you may also know as the lead designer of the incredible Yoku Island Express, says that fans have asked him to bring the color to the Switch since the console was released, but he didn't really want to do that unless I could make a better version without a stylus to use on Switch. It didn't seem feasible. No. So let me keep reading this because this is interesting. Let me read this. Right? That's where the pressure sensitive color sonar pen comes into play. This gadget is essential, a dedicated tablet pen tailor made for Colors Live. It plugs right into the Switch and functions just as you would expect as a stylus to it. It also the main reason why Color Live is currently on Kickstarter, where at the time of the writing it has nearly smashed its funding goal with a month left in the campaign. As for now, Color Live is a beta ready and it can be tested by users very soon. Anderson says, we are in the midst of calibrating the pressure sensitive for a top-notch painting experience. All Patreon backers will gain access to the beta shortly after the campaign's end. The reach and development of the color sonar pen is also completed, and now we need funding through this Kickstarter campaign in order to start production. By launching on Kickstarter, we can crowd and fund what we need to manufacture the first batch of color sonar pens and finish the development of Color Live, he adds. Based on its Kickstarter delivery date, Color Live is scheduled to release in beta in August 2020. Listen, remember when I told you guys that building the Switch was a waste of time, that the Wii U had everything colored? I mean, everything covered? What you think we were doing on the Wii U? We had a pressure sensitive pen. We had a pressure sensitive pen. We had a pressure sensitive pen. We can draw, we can text, we can talk about subjects, we can take picture shots of games, we can talk about the game. We were getting into debates on Miiverse. We were grading people artwork. The Wii U was doing all of that. All of that. And we asked Nintendo, we needed one console refresh. One. So all of you that read this article for yourself, you're saying to yourself, wait a minute. If this is the case, man, then the Switch should have never been created. Like Chris was telling us on his channel, and we kept saying, why does Chris keep saying this? Now we understand why. The Switch should have never been built because the Wii U was already doing it. We had a thing called the Miiverse. We had a thing called the Virtual Console. We had a motion controller. Motion gaming is for normal people. Motion gaming is for people that are disabled, people who are on prosthetics, people who lost a limb, and people who are paralyzed. Okay? We had the tablet because we can do so much with the tablet. We can play games on it, read news, check emails, draw on it, everything. Right? And then we had the Wii U Pro Controller. We had the Wii U Pro Controller, GameCube controller, and the Wii Pro Controller. Okay? So we had the Wii U Pro Controller, Wii Pro Controller, and the GameCube. We had all angles of gaming covered. Plus we had the Miiverse. Then we had the Virtual Console. Then we had the internet. We had the YouTube, the Netflix, the Hulu, and the Amazon TV. We had Wii U chat. We had a meme maker. We had a friends list. We had Amiibo support. And remember how I described the graphical user interface and how dangerous it is? When I told all of you that the Wii U had everything covered, it did, and still do. And you're talking about turning the Switch into a tablet? You can't be serious. This console has everything we needed. We needed one console refresh, 8 cores with about 8 gigs of RAM, and use the same video card. We had SD card port, and we had external hard drive support. Okay? We had everything we needed in a console. And what did Nintendo do? Created this big old lie, and then had all these YouTubers talking about it was sales and marketing, it was a commercial failure. And look what they did. They let a good console like that going down the drain. But now you talk about turning the Switch into a tablet when we already had the Wii U tablet? You can't be serious. Now you guys see what I was talking about. I want you to read this article for yourself. And for those who had who still have their Wii U's, know what I'm talking about. From those who had their Wii U's from day one and know all the features it comes with, knows what I'm talking about. After you read this article, you're going to say to yourself, like, wait a minute. If that's the case, dude, you should have never built a Switch. And then here's what I want y'all to do. Call Nintendo out. Call them out, okay? And if it comes down to it, take them to court. No joke. Because of the lie they created. You know how many games we missed out on? We missed out. If the Wii U had the 8 cores we needed, we wouldn't have missed out on Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. God, those games are good. With Jedi Fallen Order. We wouldn't have missed out on 2 Titanfall games. We wouldn't have missed out on 2 Destiny games. Anthem. Batman Arkham Knight. The Wii U just needed one refresh. We had all our needs covered with that console. We needed one refresh. And what did Nintendo do? Take the Nintendo fans down this lonely, boring, dark road where they're suffering. And now you want someone to start a Kickstarter so you can turn the so-called bogus Switch into a tablet when you already had the Wii U tablet to deal with? And not only that, you got people in Latin America and the Caribbeans that are suffering because you didn't fix their eShop and they didn't have the same access like the United States and Europe do? Really? You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Trust me. I want you to read this article for yourself and see what I'm talking about. Okay? Okay? I want you to read this article for yourself. Wait a minute. I'm going to say this again. Go to Games Radar website and look for this article. Color Live turns your Switch into an art tablet, complete with pressure sensitive pen. Pressure sensitive pen. Wii U was doing all of that. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to call out Rich from Review Tech, call out RGT85, call out Spawn Wave, call out Beat 'em Up, call out Dreamcast Guy, Metal Jesus, and everybody that has something negative to say about the Wii U. Call them out. Okay? Because the Wii U had all our needs met. We needed one refresh and we couldn't even get it. And Nintendo is a multi-billion-dollar corporation making excuses, was sitting on billions of dollars. Okay? Billions. And they had the money to fix the Wii U, but they chose to lie about it. And now the fans are suffering. We had all our needs met. Look at all the videos I did for the Wii U. You see what I'm talking about. It was a waste of time building the Switch, and I was right. It was a waste. A complete waste. Wii U had everything covered. Okay? You could do gaming on the go with everything with the Wii U tablet. We had everything in place. The Wii U was ahead of the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, PS4, Xbox X Series, PS5. Okay? I already described to you how the infrastructure is. Like I told you, it was a waste of time. Like I told you guys, it was a waste of time building the Switch when we had the Wii U tablet to deal with, right? Goes back to this article, right? It was a waste of time putting games on SD cards when we had CDs to deal with. It was a waste of time building the Switch Pro controller when we had the Wii Pro, GameCube, Wii U Pro controller to deal with, and the Wii Classic Pro. Okay? It was a waste of time building the Switch eShop and network when we had the Wii U's It was a waste of time building the Switch eShop and network when we had the Wii U eShop and network to deal with. And it was a waste of time just building a docking station for the Switch. All that was a waste. Wii U had everything covered. And Nintendo created the biggest lie in video games about the Wii U. And now their fans are suffering. They want a Kickstarter to turn the Switch into a tablet? When you had the Wii U tablet with a pressure sensitive pen? Plus the marker to draw on? Are you serious? It was a waste, and we suffered dearly for this. Seriously, I want you to go at these YouTubers, look at all their videos and like, wait a minute, you guys are lying. Seriously, read this article for yourself and you see what I'm talking about. Wii U had everything covered. We needed one refresh and couldn't even get it. And this is why to this day, people are still using their Wii U's online. Still using it. They miss the heck out of it. They miss it. A lot of people miss the Miiverse right now. Miss it. They miss a lot of things about it. That's why they're still using it, because they know how good it is. Color Live turn your Switch into an art tablet complete with pressure sensitive pen? What? Wii U been there and done it, was doing it. And I want all of you to call Nintendo out and take them to court for lying. Seriously, take them to court and show them no sympathy. because we needed one refresh, man. One. We needed 8 cores with 8 gigs of RAM, GDR5 RAM, and that should have been done when Microsoft and Sony was refreshing their Xbox Ones and PS4 for the first time. Wii U had everything covered. Remember when I told you that the graphical user interface is a straight beast? That one folder could have been your eject button so you can eject your games. One folder for your Blu-ray and DVD app. One folder for your news, whether your sport. One folder for your social media. One folder for like your demo screen and the wallpaper, kind of like how PlayStation 3 does it. A couple others for stuff you might like, and then the rest is for games. Remember that? Wii U had everything covered, man. We needed one refresh. And you got the nerve talking about Color Live turned your Switch into an art tablet complete with pressure sensitive pen? You can't be serious. Seriously, I want you guys to really look at this. Go to Games Radar website and look up this article. Color Live turns your Switch into an art tablet complete with pressure sensitive pen. What you think we had the Miiverse for on the Wii U? Remember when I was telling you that the Wii U needs a coloring option? Coloring option, unlimited text, emojis, and memes? Remember that? Remember when I told you guys this? I said, what is the difference between Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? It is the same game of DLC for the Wii U. That means the Switch should have never been built. What is the difference between Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Switch versus Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Wii U? It is the same game, a DLC for the Wii U. What is the difference between Smash Brothers U and Smash Brothers Ultimate on the Switch? It is the same game, a DLC for the Wii U. DLC meaning extra characters and content. What is the difference between Mario Maker 1 and 2? Mario Maker 2 is an add-on. It's an expansion to the first game. It's a DLC for the Wii U to go on top of the first game. Remember that? Remember I asked you, I said, what is the difference between Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii U versus Xenoblade Chronicles on the Switch? It is the same game, a DLC for the Wii U. DLC meaning multiplayer. Remember that? Color Live turns your Switch into an art tablet complete with pressure sensitive pen. You can't be serious. Wii U was doing that. We had a pressure sensitive pen. This is it. Matter of fact, I got 2 of them. Where the other one at? Here go my other pressure sensitive pen. I had 2 of them. What are they talking about here? Seriously, I want you to look at these YouTubers, be like, dude, you guys you know what you're talking about. Wii U had everything covered, man. We needed one refresh and couldn't get it. Remember when I told you that the eShop need to be improved far as games, apps, movies, TV shows, demos, preview, and even music? Remember that? Remember I told you that the shopping basket needed to be fixed? Remember that? Where you could put like 10 or 12 things in a basket, continue shopping, or pay for your stuff? Remember that? You guys really need to go at Nintendo because you all were lied to. Why you think to this day I never touch the Switch? And I stand by what I say to this day. I will never touch it. They even built 3 Switches for the price of one Wii U. They built 3 Switches for the price of one Wii U, and the Wii U is still better than it. I could keep going on and on with this, man. Seriously, go to Game Radar's website. Look up this article. Color Live turns your Switch into an art tablet, complete with pressure sensitive pen. And this article talking about they want a Kickstarter. But yet everybody was trying to make fun of the Wii U, but the Wii U had a pressure sensitive pen. Pressure sensitive pen. And these are the where are they at? And these are the markers to draw on. Okay? I want everybody to read this article. When you read this article, you will see what I was saying to you all along. Wii U had everything covered. One console refresh and we couldn't get it. And for the Wii U to compete against the PS5 and Xbox Series X, It needs 8 cores running at 3 gigs apiece with about 12 gigs of GDR6 RAM. Probably use the same video card. Use the same video card. Give all the controllers a USB connection and rechargeability. Put about 200 gigs of storage on a 25 gig CD. Give all the controllers a USB connection and a rechargeability. Fix the signal strength between the Wii U tablet and the console. Fix the Wii U where you like widen the screen and lengthen the screen like I've been telling you guys. They can't be serious. Wii U is better, man. But anyway, and then with that 200 gigs of CD, you can put a lot of games on it, like in the entire Kingdom Hearts series, probably like 12 or 13 Final Fantasy games. You can put all both Star Wars Battlefront and Jedi Fallen Order on one CD. Put all the Batman games on one CD, like Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Origins, Knights. You know what I'm saying? You can do all that. Wii U had everything covered, man. Okay. So what I'm telling you guys is the truth. I wasn't making this up. And to this day, I never touched the Switch and never will. Color Live turns your Switch into an art tablet complete with pressure sensitive pen. Wii U was doing that. We begged for a refresh. We begged. Okay? And what did they do? Shut the Miiverse down. It's fun. It's funny how the truth comes to the light, man. It's funny how the truth comes to the light. But anyway, nice talking to you people. This is Chris. You know it's a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. The dark side. I'm gone. Peace.